Bulunaka, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing.
In this bulletin, vaccination is key to Fiji's recovery. Vaccine registration underway. And more female representation in executive positions.
From the studios of FBC Suva.
Prime Minister Vorege Bainimarama says he is looking forward to receiving the COVID-19 vaccine when his time comes. He maintains that vaccination is key to Fiji's recovery from the year-long impact of the pandemic. Health Minister Dr. Ifiremi Wanganambete has also responded to concerns over the AstraZeneca jab, saying it has the backing of international agencies.
As border and quarantine control workers continue to be vaccinated, the Prime Minister confirms he is also waiting in line.
Our COVID-19 frontliners who have served us so dutifully this past 12 months are receiving their first vaccinations through this week. And I plan to be vaccinated as soon as I become eligible.
Some European countries have stopped using the AstraZeneca vaccine after reports of blood clots in those who've received the jab. However, authorities here say the World Health Organization and other agencies have issued no cause for alarm.
Continued discussions seem to indicate that it is safe, that the vaccinations continue in many other countries. There have been 17 or 70 million vaccinations that have happened with AstraZeneca up until now.
As healthcare professionals, I urge you all to join this great national effort to protect our people from the peril of the coronavirus. Lives, livelihoods, and our place in the world's recovery depend on it.
Locals who had side effects from the vaccine did not require hospitalization, and there have been no reports of blood clots.
The Ministry of Health opened the online self-registration for the COVID-19 vaccine yesterday. Head of Family Health, Dr. Rachel Devi, says around 8,000 people have registered so far. Dr. Devi says the vaccination against the COVID-19 virus is voluntary.
Now, self-registration can be easily done if individuals know a few information, and these informations are the birth registration number. And apart from the birth registration number, you need a photo ID card. And for these cards, we would appreciate if there's a voter card, a TIN card, driver's or student's card, basically which verifies individuals.
Women continue to play a critical role in the makeup of senior positions within the tourism industry over the past years. This was highlighted by the Fiji Marriott Resort Momi Bay General Manager yesterday, who says that currently they have 40% of female representatives as executives. Felipe Naikaso has more.
Over 41% of women make up the staffing number of all the Marriott properties in Fiji, which is a vital component for the resort.
Women have a large amount of empathy and are well-rounded and are strategically thinking forward, and there's a lot of, being a guy, there's a lot we can learn also from women.
During the resort's International Women's Day celebration today, the female staff were also encouraged to take on more managerial positions and not shy away from any opportunity.
When I joined, I was the only female in the executive committee with 10 other males. This year we have about 4 executive committee members compared to how we were 2 years ago. That is 41% representation. For Momi Bay, we're having
a leadership program is also being planned by the resort, which will ensure more women are empowered.
After
It's the time that, after the pandemic, we certainly, and we now have more female leaders in the company to drive the program, and hence we're introducing it this year.
The resort will continue to promote inclusion of women and diversity in their workforce. Felipe Naikaso, FBC News.
Food stalls catering to those attending the zone competitions at the ANZ Stadium in Suva over the past few days are recording increasing revenue. Among the common stall owners is Ringieta Nuku, who decided to try selling food at the school competition meet after the COVID-19 pandemic affected her income. 53-year-old Ringieta Nuku says the COVID-19 pandemic has affected her main source of earning, which she gets from selling mats and other handcrafted items.
Yeah, good crowd in zone. This is the first year to attend the zone, but the previous year, from the first, second, third, fourth year, I always attend rugby.
The Foreign Investment Act 1990 is now called Investment Act. Permanent Secretary for Trade Shaheen Ali says the changes mark a significant milestone and will lay a platform to attract potential international markets during these trying times. He says the changes in global trade trends in this COVID-19 period has hastened the review of the Act, which has been approved by Cabinet and is before Parliament for approval and endorsement.
The Investment Act will have international best practices as far as other investment destinations that Fiji competes with. Those practices will be incorporated in our Investment Act. It will also lead to new role of Investment Fiji as a pure IPA, investment promotion agency.
The Fiji Agro-Marketing has plans to develop rural hubs in order to help farmers commercialize their produce. Chief Executive Alvin Sharma says setting up these hubs will ease business for rural farmers. He says this is part of the AMA's rural and maritime strategy. Sharma says AMA is mandated to take these services to the rural areas, and if things go well, there are plans to develop the hubs.
We are spreading money into these very remote and maritime regions. So we are helping create and improve livelihoods in these regions, where the Fijians living in these areas who have very difficult access to market, otherwise they don't find markets for their produce, can gradually develop into much more structured farmers or fishermen or agro or aqua producers.
Up ahead, memorable blue ribbon win for RSMS Sprinter. And Lautoka FC banks on fitness. Stay with us.
O ira na ngone no de nunu ena be singa ni mataka.
Mersu sunga da kena loma dina kena mikron.
Sakena ngau na mitar lo bina na baksa ngai ka wala lo mataki na ngone. Dala bina o ya o meliki.
Bulre o ya o Samuel Samuli.
Nama ki rau ena be mataka.
Boniti kina bagrombuka.
Ni boy tini kalima na miniti me ona kina tini na kaloko. Ena radio Fiji One na ndobo ibiti.
Indah indah na mataka dan ramai na singabo.
Defending champions of the Suva Zone 1, Ratu Sukuna Memorial School and Namosi Secondary School have both retained their titles in the girls and boys division. RSMS won with 11 gold, 9 silver and 2 bronze medals. In second place is Dudley High School with 8 gold, 7 silver and 3 bronze medals, and Nasinu Secondary School settled for third with 7 gold, 6 silver and 3 bronze. In the girls division, Namosi Secondary School again dominated with 16 gold, 8 silver and 7 bronze. In second place is Nasinu Secondary School with 6 gold, 3 silver and 1 bronze, and settling for third is Dudley High School with 5 gold and 5 bronze medals. An emotional day for Suva Zone 1 Blue Ribbon champion Joshua Ndaundravuni of Ratu Sukuna Memorial School after bagging gold in the 100-meter final yesterday. The former Ratu Kandavulevu School student dedicated the win to his late mother, who passed away in 2018. Ndaundravuni ran a time of 11.23 seconds at the ANZ Stadium in Suva. Caroline Tavi reports.
Winning his first gold without his mother by his side to cheer him on was hard for Joshua Ndaundravuni.
My mom, she passed away at New Zealand, so she's my mother's side. I attended orchestra, my uncle.
Ndaundravuni will savor the moment, but this is not the end for him as he prepares for the next leg, the Coca-Cola Games.
I had a late start, so I just, this is my mentally thing, just to, this time just to keep up and maintain.
Dudley High School's Philomena Nasiliva was also crowned the Blue Ribbon Senior Girls Champion. This would be her 4th year participating in the Fiji finals.
I didn't accept unexpected, but I just thank the Lord for giving me strength.
Nasiliva claimed the gold medal running a time of 13.49 seconds. Karolini Tavi, FBC Sports.
Ratu Sukuna Memorial School student Vunindakua Reapi set a new record in the intermediate girls discus throw at the Suva Zone 1 meet yesterday. Vunindakua set a new record in the discus event with a throw of 32.39 meters, smashing the 19-year-old record of 29.52 meters set in 2002 by Dudley High School. The 17-year-old has already set her target heading towards the Fiji finals.
Aiming for 40 meters to have a medalist, gold medalist, and to beat the record.
Lautoka's fitness is one thing head coach Tangi Vonolangi will be banking on as they prepare to take on Ba in round 3 of the Digital Premier League. After the Blues won all draw against Rewa last week, the main concern for the former national goalkeeper is finishing and executing their game plan. Tangi is aware Ba will be coming in a much confident side after thrashing Nandi 4-1 last Sunday. Tangi says they can't afford to make any mistake if they wish to come out victorious.
Fitness level is there, and just the finishing that we are lacking, which cost us the game.
It will be a fine day across Fiji, except for a few scattered showers along the eastern shores of the larger islands and slim chance of a thunderstorm. More fine weather is expected for tomorrow. And that's FBC Morning News. Join us at 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. And remember, the news you can trust, get the facts from FBC's TV, radio and digital news at fbcnews.com.fj. Take care and good morning.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही हैं।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।